Hi everyone, I am Chartered Accountant Neeraj Maheshwari and today I am going to discuss with you in this lecture the syllabus of CA Foundation paper number 1 accounting as prescribed by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. इंस्टीट्यूट ने आपके सिलेबस में कौन कौन से चैप्टर्स को रखा है और किन चैप्टर्स की प्रैक्टिकल यूटिलिटी ज़्यादा है, कहाँ आपको कॉन्सेप्चुअल ज़्यादा वेटेज देना है, कौन से चैप्टर्स का एग्जाम ओरिएंटेड फोकस आपको ज़्यादा रखना है. वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस ईच एंड एवरीथिंग इन डिटेल. फाइन. और अगर आप कॉमर्स के स्टूडेंट हैं तो कौन से चैप्टर्स ऐसे हैं जो आपको एडवांस लेवल पर तैयारी करना है, बिकॉज आप उसका बेसिक लेवल तो पढ़ ही चुके होंगे अपने 11th एंड 12th के कैरिकुलम में, और कौन से चैप्टर्स जो बिल्कुल ऑल टुगेदर न्यू हैं वो भी हम डिस्कस करेंगे. राइट. सो द सिलेबस, एज आई टोल्ड यू, we are going to discuss in detail. फर्स्ट चैप्टर जो अगर आप इंस्टीट्यूट के स्टडी मटेरियल को ओपन करेंगे तो फर्स्ट चैप्टर इज थ्योरेटिकल फ्रेमवर्क. ओके, दिस इज ए कंप्लीट थ्योरेटिकल चैप्टर और इसमें समथिंग अराउंड 7 यूनिट्स को इंस्टीट्यूट ने कवर किया है. एंड जिसमें फर्स्ट यूनिट में आप देखेंगे अकाउंटिंग का मीनिंग, then objectives, then branches, and all these things are basic जो आपने 11th में कभी पढ़ा है तो कवर किया होगा, वही सब चीजें यहाँ रिपीट किया है. then concepts and convention एक यूनिट है. then capital and reserve का डिफरेंस आपको बताया है. then contingent asset and liability एक टर्म जिसको इंस्टीट्यूट ने एक्सप्लेन किया यूनिट नंबर 4th में. अकाउंटिंग पॉलिसीज एक थ्योरी है. देन अकाउंटिंग एज ए मेजरमेंट डिसिप्लिन इज वन ऑफ द यूनिट एंड अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स का एक इंट्रोडक्शन इंस्टीट्यूट ने चैप्टर नंबर 1 थ्योरेटिकल फ्रेमवर्क में किया है. यूनिट 1 से लेकर यूनिट 7 तक ऐसे 7 यूनिट्स में ये चैप्टर डिवाइडेड है. राइट. So this is the first chapter, complete theoretical chapter. Of course, you can expect 3 to 5 marks from this chapter in final exams. Okay. Second, accounting process is the second chapter which has been covered. Accounting process. And if you are a commerce student, definitely you are all aware of this process and you have studied it in 11th class. But if you are a other apart from commerce, if you are a science or any other stream student, so definitely this whole process you have to master. So this process starts from, if you remember, journal, ledger they have taught, and of course whenever it is said journal, sub journal is always there, that is subsidiary books. And subsidiary books also covers cash book also. So cash book is also part of this. So journal, ledger, cash book, then comes trial balance, and of course whenever I say trial balance, so rectification before starting for the last chapter, that is financial statements. In the process of accounting, you have to do the exercise rectification of errors, which has been covered in chapter number 2. Okay, so rectification of errors. So actually unit that is chapter 2 has been divided in 1, 2, 3 subsidiary books, 4th cash book, 5th trial balance, or order can be थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे हो सकता है, and 6th is rectification of errors. Right. So this is how they have covered chapter number 2, accounting process for beginners. This is something very important. You have to master this chapter. And for the students who are already from commerce background, of course you know each and everything, but this chapter is the most important chapter, rectification of errors, which everyone has to master. Okay, right. And now proceeding with the third chapter, which is covered in the syllabus, is bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement, which is in short known as BRS. again a chapter of 11th commerce, BRS. Okay, then they had covered one chapter which is altogether new, that is not in 11th or not in 12th class. For every student, this is a new chapter, inventories. Inventories is nothing but another name of stock, that is unsold goods, and how to value that is taught in this chapter. Valuation of inventories is taught. So a very unique chapter, a very different chapter from 11th and 12th curriculum. Okay, so this is altogether new chapter, and of course जो भी बिल्कुल altogether new chapters हैं तो उनका weightage automatically ज़्यादा होगा. Okay, then it comes depreciation, and with the depreciation they have covered one more word, amortization. For tangible fixed assets, for tangible fixed assets it is depreciation, for intangible it is amortization. दोनों का मतलब एक ही है, एसेट का वैल्यू डिक्लाइन होता है. ये आपका 11th क्लास का भी एक चैप्टर है. कुछ कैरिकुलम्स में ये 12th क्लास में भी होता है डेप्रिसिएशन, बट जनरली इट इज कवर्ड इन 11th. ओके, नेक्स्ट चैप्टर इंस्टीट्यूट हैज कवर्ड इज बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज एंड प्रॉमिसरी नोट. Bills of exchange and promissory note. So again one of the chapter from 11th and 12th curriculum, bills of exchange and promissory notes. So this is your 6th chapter as per ICI के study module में. Okay, and then it comes final accounts. Final accounts, which is known as financial statements also. And this chapter has 2 units. Unit 1, it is about non-manufacturing entities, that is you have to prepare the final accounts of non-manufacturing entities. Non-manufacturing business के लिए करना है आपको पहले final accounts, and second is for manufacturing entities. So these are the 2 chapters covered as per, that is ICI syllabus, in financial statements, right? So non-manufacturing entities और manufacturing entities दोनों का आपको financial statements draw करना है, right? And then comes 8th chapter, that is financial statements of NPOs. That is आपको financial statements बनाना है, financial statements of not for profit organization. Okay, so again a chapter of 11th and 12th curriculum. In some boards it has been deleted now, it is not part of 11th and 12th, but in some boards you will find this financial statements of not for profit organization. And then it comes the most important chapter which has been introduced by ICI in the new curriculum. This was earlier in CA intermediate, but now this is part of CA foundation, accounts from incomplete records. Accounts from incomplete records. And this chapter particularly in some boards, CBSE or in other boards, they teach the first part, that is capital comparison method. Sorry, but actually the second part of this chapter, that is how to prepare the financial statements with final accounts method, is going to play a very important role. So this is going to be the most important chapter of CA foundation, a new chapter introduced in curriculum, but very important and very interesting. Okay, so after this there are 2 chapters. Partnership, of course in 12th in every board you study partnership, and actually it is LLP also, limited liability partnership. Theoretical aspect has been mentioned in this with this partnership. Okay, so of course partnership, there are lot of syllabus to be discussed in partnership. First it is introduction to partnership. Second is admission of a new they are going to deal with treatment of goodwill separately. Treatment of goodwill. Okay. And third is admission of a new partner. Naya partner आया. Admission. Fourth is retirement. Fifth is death of a partner. Everything, I hope so. Those who have studied 12th commerce, they know every chapter is part of that. But the only difference is here you have to do at a some advanced level. Okay, that's it. Basic level, I hope so, will be clear if you have done with commerce. And dissolution, the last chapter, dissolution of firm. And LLP is also covered theoretically, right? So these are the 6 chapters in partnership. Definitely a very important chapter, as it is a lengthy chapter. Lot of things are to be studied in this chapter. So this is 10th chapter of your curriculum, partnership. And the last one, and of course the last but not the least, it is company accounts. And when I say company accounts, so that means all aspects of companies you have to study, starting from issue of introduction to company. First of all, you have to, first unit is introduction to company accounts. That is theoretical discussion. What is company? How many types of companies? How many types of shares? How many types of capital? Everything you will study in basic introduction. Second, issue of shares. How the shares are issued. Third, forfeiture and issue of shares के साथ ही उन्होंने forfeiture of shares भी cover किया है. Forfeiture and reissue of shares. Okay. Then third unit belongs to issue of debentures. जैसे शेयर्स पार्ट ऑफ कैपिटल होते हैं, वैसे डिबेंचर्स पार्ट ऑफ लोन होता है. कंपनी पब्लिक से जो लोन लेता है उसको डेट, दैट इज डिबेंचर्स वर्ड यूज करते हैं हम. एंड हाउ दीज डिबेंचर्स आर इशूड, द होल प्रोसेस इज टॉट. एंड फोर्थ चैप्टर में आपको बताया है अकाउंटिंग फॉर बोनस एंड राइट इशू. बोनस एंड राइट इशू ऑफ शेयर्स. And this is again altogether new, which has been introduced. Redemption of preferential shares. ये तीनों चैप्टर्स जो लास्ट के 3 हैं, ये इंस्टीट्यूट ने कहाँ से लिए हैं? इंटरमीडिएट के सिलेबस से. रिडम्पशन ऑफ प्रेफरेंशियल शेयर्स एंड लास्टली रिडम्पशन ऑफ डिबेंचर्स. So these 6 chapters are part of company accounts. And when you study in 12th commerce, so of course you would have gone with these 3 chapters. And these 3 chapters are new one, bonus and right issue of shares, redemption of preferential shares and redemption of debentures. So these 3 are new, altogether new. So this is all about the syllabus. 11 chapters which has been prescribed by ICAI, starting with the theoretical framework and ending with the company accounts. So overall a very interesting subject. Of course when you are planning to become a chartered accountant, so ये subject इतना relevant हो जाता है, इसकी mastery, that means of course आप जब audit में जाएंगे, जब आप accounting करेंगे, जब आप बड़ा बड़ा balance sheet final करेंगे, तो this base of CA foundation बिलीव मी, आपको बहुत हेल्प करने वाला है आपके चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में। और आपके चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बनने के बाद इस सब्जेक्ट की मास्टरी आपके लिए दैट इज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती है आपकी सक्सेस के लिए। तो बस अब स्टार्ट हो जाइए और मेरे साथ अगर आपको अकाउंट्स में मास्टरी करना है, एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू शेयर विथ यू दैट मैंने ये एग्जाम जो आज आप प्लान कर रहे हैं वो मैंने क्रैक किया था 31 ईयर्स बैक, जून 1993, जब इंडिया का फर्स्ट एग्जाम हुआ था सीए फाउंडेशन का। आई एम फ्रॉम दैट बैच एंड विथ माई एक्सपीरियंस आई एम एश्योरिंग यू दैट अगर आप मेरे साथ इस सिलेबस को आगे पूरा पढ़ेंगे, एक एक चैप्टर को जब हम कंप्लीट करेंगे, तो बिलीव मी you will master this subject. Okay, so just wait for the next one and I am going to make you understand that how you have to plan this subject and आपको कैसे 90 प्लस मार्क्स के लिए भी वर्क करना है, तो उसके लिए क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा, पूरा स्ट्रेटेजी आई एम गोइंग टू discuss with you in the next one. Okay, so till then, bye bye, take care.